and welcome to a very serious episode of Dungeons and Dragons. This is episode 25 of Realm of the Chaos King. If you hadn't noticed, our banner has changed. Not the be right back or stream starting soon, but that'll come later. We have some plans for that. However, the banner for our channel has changed because Dina made a portrait of every main or most of the major and main characters of the campaign, including the entire party, Titus Mirkwood, Yahiro, Balanzar, Hecate, and Thanatos. It is an excellent little portrait. It looks sick as fuck, so if you want to go over to our Instagram and check that out, or our Instagram and check that out, you can fucking do that, and it's tight. It is good to look at, especially if you've been keeping up with the campaign. Anyway, if you are new here, then you can go over to our YouTube and check out the abridged episodes to get caught up with the story, get the major story beats so you don't need to sit through nearly as many hours. If you are on a tight schedule, or if you want to get the full breadth of the experience, then you can see the full episodes on our YouTube as well as many, or a few, I should say at this point, character creation guides and guides to writing and playing the game in general. Last time on D&D, Osiren checked the Loom of All Things another time, doing another comb through and finding a couple scribblings of his long-lost father, Varun Grenmore. Finding that his father is not doing all that great, to put it into the smallest words possible.
But he is alive.
But he is most likely alive. And that is both a positive thing to Osiren and a mysterious feeling to Osiren. Which one? I guess we'll find out if he ever meets him. They also discovered a schematic or instructions to building a Grenmorian warship called Tel Glorio Regicide, which, translated from Black Speech, is the Glorious Regicide, a warship designed by Varun Grenmore in his insanity to kill specifically Glaucon Meridian in his hate-filled stupor underneath the burnt-down manor of his family. Finding this and finding those letters, Osiren was gifted new I want to say perception of the world, maybe, or new insights on himself. Who knows? There's a lot going on in Osiren Grenmore.
Hopefully we'll find out.
Yeah, we're not going to assume a goddamn thing. But they discovered that his father had made a warehouse underneath the grounds as well, holding many, many metal supplies. Not even going as far as to say that they might have some adamantine, and they found some adamantine. A 10-pound chunk of adamantine, in fact, along with a few ingots of mithril. Plenty enough to craft whatever Osiren wishes to make. However, they need lumber, and they discovered that there is also a railway system that leads all the way to what they'd assume is Omaris. At this point, however, they've grabbed a couple of ingots of lead and have headed back to the Loom of All Things to fire up the forges and craft a lead box for the eternal soul to rest in while they go and do whatever they're gonna do, because I'm not really sure. But that is where we're at. Right now, Osiren, Nossew, Metos, and Humphrey Regalius all walk back to the Loom of All Things carrying the lead ingots. What would you like to do?
We said we were going to make the lead box for the eternal soul. Eternal soul?
Yes. You guys said it, man.
It's easy to mix up with the all-soul.
Is that Osiren talking, or are you?
No, that wasn't Osiren.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're just heading that back towards the...
To make the lead box.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll say, as you walk down, you see the Loom of the All Soul for the very first time. You see the statues of the Grenmores on either side, along with the White Dragonborn and the human woman standing on either side of the magnificent door. You see the various inscriptions and magical trimmings on the hall. As you walk through the door, you see the expansive workshop and the loom at the end.
Yeah, how big is the place?
It's pretty large. I'd say about 3,000 square feet total.
Okay, big. Okay.
And the loom taking up around 800 to 1,000 square feet of that.
Third of the whole space. Jeez. Wow, so you really do come from dragons then?
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of reading on that, but sort of, I guess. But that's beside the point. I'd rather revel in our history of making things.
By making a box?
Start with the box. Do I know how to make a +1 sword?
Yes, that was described in the instructions for the Loom of All Things. That was one of the cores that was mentioned, one of the patterns of the seed.
What do I need, like materially?
You need a single small chunk of silver. Now, the interesting thing is that he just said a small chunk of silver. He didn't mention how large, how much weight needed, and he just gave you the pattern. He didn't say how to make it or how to tailor the pattern. He just said, here's the pattern you need to look for, and you need a small chunk of silver as the core for it.
Measure with your heart.
Yeah, that's not cooking. Okay. Well, is there like a forge in here as well?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
There's
let's get the
3
fucking-
separate
Nice.
forges.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
let's get the fires roaring. I'm gonna start
Okay.
pointing and yelling.
Okay. Humphrey just like runs over. However, you see, after having read those notes, as you're walking to the forge, you see a bench. You see a table laid out, bare, which is odd, considering everything else is covered with tools, supplies, materials, what have you. But this one appears dented in some places, with scrapes coming off of it.
Is that where old boy sat? Should I inspect it? I'll
You
inspect
can if
it.
you want.
Yeah, I'll inspect it.
All
This
right,
is
sure.
still the same day as before, right?
Yeah, this is July 5th.
So,
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's around noon at this point.
Jeez.
No. I'd actually, because you had to travel for that day, I'd say about 3 p.m.
Cool, okay. Yeah, this is all the same day of getting there and then going down into the thing and okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'll kind of inspect it, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not gonna flash.
Yeah.
Gotta flash. Oh. 26.
20.
Guilty. Absolutely.
So the pattern that the dents lay in and the scrapes, it certainly does look like a very strange person laid upon this table at one point.
Yeah, no cushions, no nothing. I guess he would have bit through the cushions. Is there anything that he kept here? That Kiln kept here?
No, doesn't look like it. You would have found anything else, but you found the rose, the flail.
The flail, yeah. Oh, maybe I don't need a +1 sword.
That's
Is that a
The
one-handed?
censer. Yes.
Maybe I do need a... Wait, no, I have a shield. Okay. And Humphrey's swords were already magical.
Yes, +1 both.
I can infuse your gun.
No, because it's magical as well.
He has some
My
regular
gun
guns.
is my rifle isn't.
Yes,
And
the
my-
rifle is not,
and
and you
my-
could make that.
My pistol isn't.
The pistol. Not the pistol.
I'm gonna take out Clink. We'll call it Clink, and put it on the desk there.
Okay, so you put it on the
out
table. Okay.
Out of the bag. Which, D&D Beyond is a thing where I can put things in the bag now, so it's really cool. I'm not encumbered anymore. Yeah.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
in
like
the
I can
bag
put
of holding.
things, yeah, in the bag of holding.
Cute.
Oh, it's like a subsection?
Mhm.
That's hot.
So it takes away from my encumbered weight and like tallies how much it can hold. And stuff.
That's tight.
Anyway.
very, very peak.
That is tight.
Yeah, so we set that down there. I hope the fires are roaring at this point, unless I have to like instruct someone.
The fires are not roaring. However, as you step up to them,
Oh, they're magical.
the forges light up. You see that there's no chimney above them, but you don't see any fire coming from the smoke. At least not from the chimney. And as you look closer, smoke does trickle from it, but as it reaches the top of the forge, and you see energy back into the coals. The smoke itself fueling the fire itself.
Sustainable energy,
It's like
baby.
perpetual.
Not, I mean, it's using magic as its original energy.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's still not, there's no perpetual energy even in my world. But
Wow. No utopia.
Classy as fuck, though. Cool. Never mind, I guess.
well, that is nice.
Yeah, so I'll still need someone's help holding the
Yes.
metal down while I shape it.
What do you need?
Holding, moving, all of that. I saw people forge. Yes.
Do I have any?
But I will still need instruction if you want my help.
I think. You know about rocks? Is lead too dense to hammer out? Does it have to be like melted and then molded, or?
So the way that so you can hammer it out when it's heated super hot.
Yeah.
But you like typically you would fashion a mold, pour the lead in, smith it, hammer it into the shape, like the sharpness and shape that you'd want.
See, this is where stone shape would be really cool.
Your friend didn't have a grave, right?
My friend.
Clink.
Oh. No, we left we left whatever remained of him in the. Yeah.
Well, we have what counts, right? We can make him something. I don't know, worthy of holding his soul. That'd be nice if you think we have the time and the ability. I appreciate that sentiment. Yeah. Of course, there was a time when I would say that it wasn't important, and I would just, I don't know, I'd be on the road trying to find my father, or trying to kill whoever the hell did this to us. But
I wanted to go back and take his remains or give him something, but perils permitted that we could not.
it seems to always.
I didn't really think about doing anything more until you said something just now. Oh, do you have anything in mind?
Oh, I mean, we're still making a box, but
Right.
it doesn't have to be just 4 walls.
Make it look fancy.
Yeah.
Well, that's important. I want a fancy box when I die as well.
Some people don't get as good.
Exactly. I agree.
The lid, maybe, however we want to do it, be cool to have some sort of hammer coming down onto it.
Oh. Why?
Oh, Clink worshipped Vulcan.
Oh, that is cool. All right, yes.
In that corner is a some clay that you can use if you could sculpt something.
Yeah, sure. Like, we made molds on the road.
Right.
Before. Yeah, okay. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, all right. And what can I do? How can I help?
Let's see. I'm going to need someone strong to help me hammer this thing into shape.
Metos?
Yes, of course.
As far as monitoring the fire, it looks like it can handle itself.
Right.
Steady hand to pour.
To what? Pour?
Pour.
Yes, I believe I have steady hands. Just don't make any loud noises or gurgling sounds, and I won't be jumping.
Sounds good. Try not to drop any. I don't know how much.
Molten lead. I will do my best not to get any on me. Sure, yes. All right.
We have to start by breaking this down into pieces so it can melt.
You're going to need to fire that clay first.
After you sculpted it.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. All right. Is there a kiln?
Probably.
You do see a cupboard kiln on the corner.
I wonder if it works if I walk
It's like a
near it.
half cylinder.
I'll walk near it and kind of...
Nothing happens. But you slide the iron doors open and you see rows of iron grating. Nothing on them. But you do see a palm print on the side of the iron.
Oh. Like a human palm print?
Yes.
Oh.
Not inside.
Okay.
On the outside.
Cool.
This isn't Saw.
I was like, what the fuck?
No, he put someone in there. Fucking bird. No. It's on the outside. It looks to be like a carved out print of a hand.
A small hand or a big hand?
Big hand.
Does mine fit in it?
So you, and you.
Oh. Duh. I'm a fucking idiot. Well, there you go.
You see a dial above that. It gives temperature up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
God
I'll
damn.
preset it then.
Okay.
So it gets warm.
I'll say you know what the temperature is to fire it up.
Metos and I can break this these ingots down if you want to help.
Melting them into molten and all that. Is that
Well,
what
we'll
you're
have to get to that later, but for now, you can help. God. Nossew. Fuck me. Nossew.
Sure, yes, if you'll have me. Do you want some help carving those clay?
You know what fancy looks like.
I do know what fancy looks like. You're looking at it right now. All right.
We need gold as well.
What?
Gold.
Why?
For ornaments.
For ornaments? Unlike the box. On the box.
On the box.
Do you want me to go grab some gold from your little thing?
I
I
should
don't think I can.
probably go.
Yes, I believe you are the one that can do that.
I
I'm
can
going
break
to
things.
leave you here. Don't touch anything that you
you
shouldn't
don't-
be touching.
Can I touch the loom?
No.
All right, I'll try my
I
best.
think I'm contractually obligated to murder anyone else who touches them. If it doesn't murder you itself.
All right.
A lot of things here seem to do things themselves.
Not when I walk near them. I think that's a you thing.
It is.
I wish I was Grandmore.
All right.
And with that, don't touch anything that you're not supposed to be touching.
Can I find a tool to break the lead into small pieces?
Yes, yes. If you want to get started on
I will not touch your loom.
You are not going to be able to break the the lead into smaller
I have
pieces.
a 19 strength. I can do anything.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're going to have to melt them all down. and do that
I don't have like a
eventually.
lead cake slicer or something.
Oh, yeah, adamantine. No, they do not.
Right. Damn, I don't get a.
Make a dexterity check
Sorry.
with advantage, adding a
Proficiency.
proficiency bonus.
I'm so happy nobody heard me say that.
Just flat
Was
decks.
it dorky or was it?
I'll hear it later on the stream.
No, you won't forget.
No, I have to do the abridged episodes. I will. Okay.
Cool. Plus prof mod, which is
+3.
Is it +3?
Are we plus 4? Oh, yeah. Well, it's plus 4 now, aren't we?
Is it +4 now?
Yeah. Metos is plus 3
I'm
because
+4.
she's still level 5.
Okay, so you're +4, yeah.
That is 24.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Damn.
doing that.
Nice.
What are you doing?
I don't have anything to do.
Okay.
I can start trying to melt the lead.
Oh, Jesus. You truck yourself over there. You grab 2 full ingots of gold.
We won't need that much. Just maybe
Just one?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so you grab 1 ingot of gold. Oh, pretty fucking heavy, and you run back. And you have the ingot of gold. At this point, Nossew and Humphrey are molding the clay into something that looks pretty nice at this point.
Nice, nice.
What are you doing now?
I'm gonna do a couple infusions.
Okay.
I want to do my uninfuse my sword.
Okay.
Remove infusion.
Awesome.
I will do my gauntlets of ogre power.
Okay.
Bing. Run my hand across my fingies.
You heard him.
That's a fingies, bro. What are you doing?
Not the fingies.
Not the fingies, man.
I think this is the only thing that's gonna really help me here.
Not the super serious Osiron fingies. All right.
Yep. And that's it.
Okay.
So, I imagine our like crucibles are gonna be like not huge, right? Like you can probably.
Yeah, the crucibles are probably about this.
Oh, I can fit an ingot in there then, right?
Yeah. You could fit. You just put it in there and take a bit to melt it
to
all,
melt
but
it
yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay,
And
then
then
I'm just-
as it starts to heat up, I'll break it in. To take it out, kind of get like the axe thing.
make
and
sure that it all
hammer
melts
in.
and shit.
Yeah, get it in small pieces so it doesn't take forever.
Okay, so I'll say that both of you make athletics checks with advantage
I'm not proficient in athletics.
and dexterity checks with advantage.
Okay.
What are you for a fighter?
Yeah. But I use a lance, which I believe is a finesse weapon. Or versatile. Was it finesse or versatile?
It's right there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to roll dice poorly. All right. Christ.
Did you do that with advantage?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
First athletics.
Yes.
I have a 19 strength score with this, so is that a plus 4?
+4.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
Rolled an 11 for athletics.
Excuse me. Dirty 20.
11 for athletics?
Mm-hmm.
20? Okay.
And I rolled a
then-
natural 20 for dexterity.
Dex.
We balance
9.
each other out.
Okay. So you find yourself doing most of the heavy lifting. Lifting the crucible up, putting it into the coals, melting it, breaking it up with prongs and your blacksmithing hammer. You find yourself maneuvering it, guiding the crucible as you pour it into the casing that has already been fired at this point. I'll say that for expedited purposes, it's already fired. You and Humphrey bring over the separate pieces. This has to be fired in multiple or smithed in multiple pieces to make this box. And as you pour it all in, you and Humphrey guide it all in, making sure that the flow of liquid is good. Then after all of that is done, you let it sit for a second, grab the water, and you two begin smithing. And you also start to handle this as you start to get a little hot.
Yeah.
Osiron takes his shirt off. Ting! Ting! Starts sparks flying. You see blacksmithing. Hot and sweaty Osiron Grenmore, lit under by the coals and flame. Humphrey. Damn, all right. As he watches you work. Ting, ting. After nearly an entire day, 8 hours, I'd say, of work. Takes you all day to do this. With how good all of your checks were, how exactly do you want it to look? Because you can do it at this point. So what did you craft it into at first?
Okay. You have just kind of the 4 walls of the box, and then on each corner is a portion that like juts out and comes down to a thin leg that is jointed to look like Clink's legs.
Okay.
From each corner,
Okay.
each edge, and then I had, I don't know, whatever Humphrey added to like the flat sides of the.
I have an idea for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then, so then just the lid is like tiered a little bit in certain sections, and then the top is just hammer with the head portions into the top of the lid at an angle, with like a bits coming off as it had just like been swung down. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool lid.
Excellent. And then what's on the sides?
On the sides, I would like to have a fire that's kind of like a raging flame, kind of like the circle, and then I'll put the Grenmorian circles around that.
Okay.
And we're ornamenting all these pieces with the gold, like a gilded kind of gold finish on the top of it. So the fire is going to be kind of layered with the gold, and the circles are golded as well. And then I want inlaid, like kind of arching across the bottom of the box, Clink Grenmore.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. As you're carving and as you're smithing, as the hammer flies into it and you see the molten lead bend and break, you ping, boom, ting, and you hear, all of you hear this, ting, ting, as you hammer, ting, you hear in the distance a gentle echoing, and you feel a presence. All of you feel a different one. You feel a heavier one behind. You feel 3 in particular. Not literally, but as you forge in the loom of all things, one of the most renowned forges in human history, you feel like a Grenmore for the first time in over 14 years. Okay.
That's cooled and
Oh my God.
Wow, it looks,
That was a hard day's work.
it looks spectacular.
And that looks great.
proper place to rest for a while.
That was some excellent carving, Nossew. I must give credit where credit is due. I don't know what you did, Metos. I'm not going to lie. And you. Very nice. Very nice forging. I'm sure any smith of Vulcan would be proud. That's for sure. If it had to be anyone, I'm glad it was you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he is as well.
I could feel that.
We'll ask him later.
All right.
Should I do the honors, or would you like to?
It is a fucking heavy box, by
Golden lead.
It was a heavy man.
I'll have. Do you pass me the
On the back of the box, a heavy man.
fucking big?
Yeah.
Do you hand me the Eternal
It's
Soul?
probably still on the desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it from the desk and I'll walk over and I'll like cup it and then have with one hand present it to you.
Sure. Do you want to open the box? Or?
Yeah,
It lifts, like the whole thing, the whole top lifts.
Yeah. So the whole top lifts off and then so like set it back and then.
You said it's tiered, right?
Huh?
You said
The
it's tiered?
lid is tiered. Yeah. So that way like on the underside of the lid it like concaves in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just lift it. Or you lift it. I'm
Huh?
holding the. You. lift
No,
the
you
box.
both are you both are holding it
We're both holding the soul.
with one hand.
Yeah.
It
Each.
doesn't make sense. Are you gonna let it go?
Why don't
I
we
think
both
he
do it?
wants you both to drop it in at the same time.
Oh, like ceremonially.
Why not?
It just seems impractical. Sure.
He's the lid off of the box.
Yeah.
Do you want me to remove the lid?
Apparently, it takes like 6 people to.
It's very heavy, Metos. Do you want to help me?
Yes, get one side.
Yes, of course, I would love to
All right,
participate.
thank you very much. And as you also No. This is
19 strength.
lead and gold.
Let me roll for it.
Then roll
Yeah.
for it. Humphrey's gonna struggle no matter what he rolls.
That's fine. He's a little pansy. Strength or athletics?
Strength.
Plus 4.
Oh.
22.
Okay, yeah. So it's not, but it is.
Nah.
No. You lift it with ease.
I know how to make it look like it was easy.
No, you lift it with ease, as much as anyone could lifting a solid lead and gold sarcophagus, basically.
Whatever.
You lift it up, Humphrey, put it down.
Don't pull something.
Already did.
Here we go then.
Yes.
Come on, come on.
Oh fuck. Well, just see him now.
Protected.
Never had a brother. Would he be a younger brother or an older brother?
Younger, yes.
Younger?
I mean, he was
Younger.
born behind your father when
His old body though.
he was like 14 years old. It's weird.
It's kind of weird.
Well, should we go to sleep now? I'm tired.
Where are we doing that? In here?
No. No.
Okay. In the stockade?
There's no stockade, right?
Whatever, the storage place.
Where you
Oh,
call that?
yes, the railway.
Summer, isn't it?
Yes. It is,
Quite temperate.
Exposed.
it is cold
the
here.
elements?
Still.
We have camping stuff. What have you been doing all the way here?
Yeah, and now we have shelter. You don't want to choose.
That is true. We do have some shelter. Are you worried I'll run off without your mithril?
No.
All right.
This place is just.
No, not this place. We'd go to the material warehouse.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I just.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I'm
he
sorry,
was
I must
saying.
have
Yes, that
misheard.
is what
I must
he
You
have
was
must have missed it. Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to. Would not. If we don't have to be outside, we'd rather not. While there are people looking for us.
Eh,
You specifically.
well, I am kind of looking for them too. So.
Yeah. Would it be better if we're not ambushed in the middle of the night?
That is what watches are for, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, now we can all.
I'm a bit confused why we don't want to just sleep indoors.
We will sleep indoors.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Just thought you meant here. Here is
Yeah, no.
not ideal. Follow me.
All right. Walk out. All of you very sore.
Yeah.
The time you have spent.
Goodness.
But you walk outside. Humphrey. Oh, you feel that? It's not so fucked up and thick air down there. So much body odor. Metos. Let us go then.
Yeah, I'll just let that slide.
All right. Okay, you guys walk into the warehouse?
Yeah, just
Didn't
walk
make a
around.
Musk joke. I just want to say.
Okay. So you guys walk down. The lights, once again, down. You see the indented space where the railway exists at the center, the tunnel deep down, and on either side, the various pallets and pallets filled with ingots of various metals.
Well,
All right.
it's not. Well, yeah, we just set up shop here, I guess.
If you want to sleep outside, Osiris, we can.
No, this is fine. This
You
is
can.
fine. Yes, I know. I might take a walk.
All right.
A solitary walk?
Preferably.
Preferably.
All right. Should we still keep watch here?
No.
Inside.
The only one coming down that stairs should be Osiris.
Yes.
Yes. Are we leaving the door open?
No.
We're closing the door.
Yes.
You can get back in.
We can.
Yes. Sleep tight if you want to.
Would it be safe for you to go outside? Alone? That seems silly to me.
if I can't walk around here, I can't walk around anywhere. It's a pride thing. I've been in the Scar of Cruel. I've been in Tilia when it's being burned to the ground. I've been in more dangerous places.
I can go and just sit outside and not follow you, but someone would be able to hear if something happened.
I would think Nossew would be best for that.
Okay.
He's ranged. They are
Sure.
mages.
I wanted to stay inside.
No. I know, Nossew. I'm saying that if he goes on a walk,
He's going on a walk.
there's no one else, understand, that there is an organization of mad mages that...
That should be his decision to make.
I appreciate the concern.
I'm staying inside.
Silly.
Do
I
any of you have a
understand
way
that,
of
but I-
contacting someone?
What do you mean?
No,
A spell you can cast.
I don't believe so.
I probably asked you this already about Vivian.
What are you asking?
Are you the one that does the spells?
Not the only one.
I think all of here is old-fashioned wood and iron.
You're mistaken.
Yes, no.
You know magic. Metos?
No.
Right. He knows.
I know some. Yes.
Some.
I know some.
Just thought I'd ask.
No, I do not know anything to send
Just
messages.
too much if Humphrey had sending.
No.
All right.
Don't you have to, like, play a flute to do your magic or something?
No. I sing through my swords. The Song of the Blade. It is the human version of blade singing, if you know what that is.
Nope.
Well, blade singing was an elven practice. They did not allow humans to do it. So, they made a different one. Of literal song. So,
Oh, no, I asked.
I'm actually kind of interested.
Oh.
Well, it does not matter. It was, there is a region, the Mont de la Rouge region, down, that is the northern ridges of the southern range of Astrid. And as a cultural practice, in the early days of whatever civilizations existed there, they decided to fight or practice mainly with music. Music, wine, festivities, and that is exactly why Grashio and Belra are as prominent with wine as they are. Historically significant in both ways.
The music gives you some like mastery over your magic.
No, it is, wizards have wands, and they have their knowledge of the arcane. Sorcerers have their bodies, which are their focuses, so to speak. I feel the magic. I dance with the various ebbs and flows of the wake of Hecate. And with that, I draw the power out with my dance. With my dance and with my song. The song resonates, and as I resonate with my song, so does my soul.
Do you think if I danced by the loom, it would? Or
It is I have been learning this since I was 3 years old. I would not recommend making a fool of yourself. Not saying that you are a fool. I am saying that if I were to try and smith, as the Grenmores do, I would look like a fool. You look a fool when you try and do anything that you are not trained in, and that is an expertise.
well,
If I tried to shoot a target at 90 feet with one of Nossew's boomsticks, I might shoot one of my friends. Who knows?
well, I'm a quick learner, and
If you want me, I can always try and teach you some of the blade song.
the spirit of the Grenmores is a spirit of innovation. We get inspiration from anywhere we can find it.
I will teach you of the Regalia dance.
I haven't danced ever.
Metos, do you like to dance?
I have been known to do it before.
You may dance with me.
Who's gonna play a song? Nossew?
I can do both.
Impressive.
I'll happily spectate.
Do you want to dance with me, Nossew?
As enticing as it sounds.
That is fine.
It's not my jig.
All right. Well, I'm glad you asked. It has been a while since I've told anyone of how I do magic. It is a rare form of it.
It's very interesting.
I guess I would be considered a bard, a magical bard. But I have long lost my desire for that side, and I've foregone any more mastery of that dance. Opting more for more bold-headed attacks.
Finally, a language I can understand between all of you.
Yes.
After reading that, what I read about my father, it's become far more important to remember what exactly made me so morbidly vengeful. I say made, like I'm not anymore. I just realized there's more to the human condition than just getting back.
Yes.
So I'd be happy to hear that you found your dance and your song again.
We will see. Although, if we are truly going to the Scarf Cruel, it will be a while.
I understand.
But maybe.
I will take my walk, and I'll be back before Humphrey can worry too much.
Already too late.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. What should we do while he's gone?
I'm already rested. I'm gonna just hang a bit before fully go to rest.
If you two want to dance, I can play a dulcimer.
Do you want to dance with me, Nossew?
I'm already pulling out the dulcimer. Is it a hammer dulcimer or an Appalachian dulcimer?
Appellation.
Yes. That was the correct answer.
I'm so tuckered out.
It is fine. He does not want to. That is all right with me. Well,
Maybe-
what else can we do?
Fighters are
I've
so
been,
boring.
well, Metos is here too. I don't know if you want to give your 2 copper, but I've been meaning to ask you. What do you think of the whole Titus situation? You've been a bit silent on it.
Well, I don't have much to say. I'm not quite sure I'm sold on one man ending the entire High Elven capital. As much as I do want to trust and believe Osiren, it is a hard pill to swallow, for sure. I don't really have much of an opinion on it.
Do you like the elves?
Yes, I do. I've met many good high elves. Perhaps that is my family. I am not blind to the privilege that being a Regalius would give me, and I have no allusions to the fact that many humans have a far different experience than what I experienced.
But you're fine with the elven state. Just continue.
No, I never said that.
Hmm.
There are very few rulers that I enjoy. In fact, none right now. Possibly, Godstone. I like the dwarves. I think the dwarves are nice people. They know what to do. They live, drink, and beat on rocks. That's a simple life, and I like that. But in terms of the elves, well, no, I'm not too fond of them. They, as nice as they were individually sometimes to me, the Tel'Dorai were incredibly rude. Some of them were not. Some of the barons of Tilia, some of the vendors, some of the travelers from Tilia visiting Gracia. They were nice people. Now, I'd like to think that I'm able to separate a hierarchy from the people.
So you sympathize with Titus's plight, but
I don't know what
don't
his
like him
plight
as a
is.
ruler.
I don't know what his plight is. All I know is that he supposedly killed a lot of people. Osiris didn't really get into much more than that. What his goals are, I don't really know. I'm putting that somewhat in the back of my mind. I've got a lot of other things going on. Right now I'm enjoying being on someone else's adventure, not having to think about whatever trials and tribulations that I've been through or need to go through. Putting all of my energy into whatever Osiris is fucking doing.
Well,
Right?
this adventure does see us eventually in the tribulations of
I understand that.
such.
Sometimes you can't think of everything, though. And I don't want to. Not because I can't, but just because sometimes it's a bit daunting to think of everything that is happening. My word, if I were to think of everything, my father, Tilia, Cruel, myself, it's too much. Right now, I'm thinking Osiris good. Me like Osiris. Me beat my chest hard when someone wants to hurt Osiris. It really is pathetic. He listened to me, said he understood where I was coming from, and I said, oh. I think I offered to have sex with him. Possibly. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm ashamed of being so easily wooed. That used to not be the case.
I wouldn't expect you to be a follower.
Why? I don't like leading. I like people worshipping me. That doesn't mean I like to do anything that requires worship. I was born into wealth. All I needed to do was be rich. Say my name. Say my name. And that's it. I didn't have to do anything. I just existed, and people liked me. But having to actually do something, no, that's terrifying.
When it comes time to do something, what are you gonna do?
I always do it. Yes, it is hard. And times have been hard. But remember, I pulled myself out of the Scar of Cruel by myself. I traveled for a week and a half in that place.
Yeah, and it kind of made you mad.
It is. I am mad. Not just because of the scar, that definitely helped. Having a creature with 2-foot-long fingers carve into your orifices and then heal you before you can die is not great. Especially when they are tickling your soul and you see it in front of you as they analyze it and rip from it, and you're in a dark room with giant statues over you and all of that. Regardless. Yes, I am certainly not in my right mind. Certainly not. But sometimes I am. I'd like to say that I am currently in my right mind. You're all very good company. Much better than some of the company I have found along the way. Tristfall was awful after I got out of Cruel. Thel was great. Lumberjacks. Handsome men and women. All of them burly. I love me some burly men. And then, sailors from Thel. Sailors are grand too. Tristfall? Yeah, there were some alright people in the fire district. It was poor. And that was hard to see. It was the poorest place I'd ever seen. And that made me do a little bit too much self-reflection for my liking. So, I headed out of there, thought that the upper districts of Morath would be good. They weren't. Everyone there is more posh than me. And that's unbearable. That is truly unbearable. Especially after I'd just gotten out of Cruel. Someone said something like, "What are you wearing?" I nearly killed them. Truly. I couldn't handle it anymore. I left there. Went to Cretelar. That was in a terrible state. I didn't even cross the bridge. I looked over. There was fires and screaming. Left immediately. Decided that was not for me. As I was walking, I saw an entire armada of Teldarian elves. That was bad. I traveled around, went to Merchant's Rest, all of that, and I met many people. You know, some of them were as interesting as all of you. Some of them with grand stories to tell. Sometimes they had worse stories and were very dull. I appreciate having people with interesting stories to tell around me. Stories are wonderful. They are what I sing when I dance. Tales of other swordsmen, tales of other battles, tales of those killed. You do not speak ill of those that you kill. You sing tales of their life, not of their death. And that is how you pull from the pools of Hecate.
Is that what you plan to do with Dagomar?
I don't know. I would like no songs to be sung of Dagamaris. But one of the reasons why I like the elves is because at least they acted like they cared about life. And one of the things that they said was, ironically, they did not have the right to dictate who lived and who died. That was not balance.
Is that why you didn't kill him?
No. I didn't kill him. Because I didn't kill him. Because I wanted to hold on to the last piece of Humphrey that I have left. And I feel like killing someone has a tendency to rip that away. Especially when they apologize right in front of you. No matter how much you don't think that they deserve for you to accept it. Perhaps he doesn't. But how would my father look at me if I killed someone unarmed? How would my mother? Sometimes killing is necessary. But that was not defense. And as I looked at his face, apologetic and unarmed, I saw what my face must have looked like as he cut me down. And I miss that man. That man was Humphrey. Humphrey Regalius. That is why I did not kill him.
Humphrey, I am genuinely surprised at the words coming out of your mouth. You spun us a tale so fervent and wretched to make any way you spun it the killing of Dagamaris as necessary as possible. And the Humphrey that I met back in that town where you met us would have told myself I was weak if I didn't kill someone that I had trudged through an eon of pain to get to.
If I had met the same Dagamaris that had left me at Dunbarrow, I would have killed him. Rest assured. But what I saw was not a different man, but an actual man, not a monster. At least not entirely so. I think that Dagamaris is a wretched being. Whether or not I think that he deserves to live is out of the question. And yes, I did spin a tale, but like I said, I am a bard. And stories are sometimes all you have. And that was a story that I had, for I had forgotten all the other ones. But, as I've traveled here with all of you for the past 3 months, I see more. That halfling village we saw, yes? So quaint, so small. So painfully normal. And I saw more stories to tell in there than I had in all the rage I had felt, for there was only one in that. I would say that reading what Dagamaris' father had to say has helped me a bit. For all I wish is that I never lose myself like that.
It's truly admirable, Humphrey.
Yeah.
What? Not to make you do too much thinking.
Yes, I ain't thinking.
What story do you want to tell now?
Thinking the story of... What's your last name?
Helrim?
Well, I'm thinking of the story of Grenmore, Helrim, Fims, and Regalius. Something along those lines. I am ashamed I have not thought of a name. But I think it would be nice to say some other people's names for a change. Yes. For I am tired of hearing mine in my head. I must say, I do not like the tone he takes. Maybe I will grow to like him more as time goes on. But I think I must learn to like other things first, for that will come later. But hopefully it does. So, yes, that is what story I'd like to tell. Whatever meat it has in it, whatever chorus I may sing to the heavens. Well, I'll figure that out later. I just hope the bridges are easy to cross, and my voice doesn't crack. Yes. Yes, I believe that is the story I'd like to tell.
I'll enjoy hearing that one.
Hopefully you do hear it. Yes. Well, what about you, Nossew? What stories do you want to tell? It's not just bards that can weave tales.
I'm not much of a storyteller, yeah. But if you're asking me, the way I see it is pretty soon there'll be one story. It sweeps everywhere. One man with the power of an unimaginable tidal wave. Just one man within him versus the world.
And we're talking about that Titus person, I'm assuming?
I guess so. I would hope that everybody else washed under such a tidal wave would get their own voice within the story. Maybe that's what I'm most concerned about.
Something to be concerned about. No? Do you know how to read, Metos?
Yes, I know how to read.
Do you know what stories are?
Yes, I know what stories are.
Do you have any that you would like to tell?
I suppose one of triumph and forgiveness and strength.
That is a good story.
Yes, it is. It will be.
Very interesting. Definitely on par with mine and Nossew's. 100%. Triumph, strength, and forgiveness?
Yes.
I can like see it in my head.
Absolutely. I can see it all play out before me.
Yes, well. Those of us that just have our strength, we are simple-minded, aren't we?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Indeed.
Regardless, whatever story that is told by Nossew, remember to include your red. That is an important
It'll
part.
be in the title, don't worry. It's
The tidal wave, you'll see you under the waves. Is that a piece of coral? Oh, no. That's
like
Nossew
the
Films.
title of the story.
Oh,
It'll be in the title, yeah.
the title of the story.
Yeah.
The Red Man and the Big Wave. Something like that. Or something, we'll work on it. We'll workshop it. We are here. Maybe Osiren can make it in the loom. The title for us, that is. I don't know what the limits are, maybe. Anyway.
You ever heard of Ivar?
No, I can't say that I have.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Nothing.
Is he a friend of yours?
Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
Wow. That is such a bad lie. I've never seen someone so obviously hiding something before in my life. Have you?
It is up there with the worst.
Yes. Well, all right.
Have I heard of Ivar?
Make a religion check.
That's a flat roll. 2.
No, you have not.
Look, Humphrey, if you know, you know. and you don't know. So
That is a shame. That is a shame. Yes, I will be crying even more, crying myself to sleep, that I do not know who Ivar is. But I will get over it. Hopefully. I don't know. You haven't told me.
I'll pray.
Yeah, pray to. Who are you praying to?
That's a good question.
Well, just don't pray to Bahamut. All right.
What is with you and Bahamut?
What do you mean? What's with me and Bahamut?
I don't. I've heard of other gods that have done. I guess I don't know what has Bahamut done.
Neither do I.
No.
That's precisely why. He's the god of justice. And you can't name a single thing he's done. What does that say?
Wait. So you don't like him because of inaction?
Yes.
Aren't there like
And he's so worshipped so heavily.
tens of? Oh well. Okay. I was gonna say, aren't there like tens of other gods that like don't do anything?
I don't.
But then Bahamut, I mean, yeah, Trisfall and everything.
Yeah, that's well, all right. Yes, exactly. And you know what? I've seen bees. Divine, are they not? Little bumbly men and women.
Sure.
And they fly around and they
yes.
pollinate all.
Okay.
That is divine
I'm
work.
failing
Bela.
to connect to.
Bela is the goddess of bees. She did her job. Glaucon Meridian has ruled for thousands of years. Children scorched in their homes. Where's the justice? The bees continue to do their work. Why isn't Bahamut doing his?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck Bahamut. Do not pray to Bahamut for me, for he gets none of my worship. For all I know, people depict him as a dragon. No. He's probably a little gecko or a skink. Useless little legs with a chubby little body that calls himself a god.
I used to do target practice with those things.
On skinks.
But yeah.
They cannot move very quickly.
Yeah, but they're like far out.
Yes,
Damn.
under rocks.
That's pretty fucked up.
What?
They're skinks. They're pretty cute. Now, if you shot Bahamut, then I know why there's no justice.
Yeah, but
Why don't you just have somebody throw a plate in
Nossew.
the air?
Killer
no,
Bahamut.
because see, because when you get good, you shoot to miss right next to them. Then they scurry. Then you actually. Like,
That's cruel.
That sounds like
You're
a plan
cruel
as well.
to these skinks, then.
they're skinks.
All right. Well,
What do you have against skinks? They've got tiny little legs.
They were there, and I needed to get good.
oh, Siren, while this is going on, what are you doing as you walk around the Grenmore estate?
Yeah, what time is it now? Is it like sundown already? or-
1 a.m.
Wow. Whoa. Yeah.
Damn.
Sun's down.
Sleepover.
I'm gonna take a few laps around and kind of.
It is a large estate, by the way.
Then I'm gonna wander a bit.
Okay.
Just kind of remembering where things were.
Yes.
And eventually I'll find myself at the graves.
Okay, as you're walking around, walking underneath the thick covers of tree that peek and grow through the stone and iron fence that lines the perimeter of the Grenmore estate, you see something odd in the distance. A large structure upon your property.
My property.
You know, my lawn!
Real quick, I'm gonna infuse some things. Just to be safe.
Okay.
Call in the state. Protect your property.
Stand
Radiant
around.
weapon, resistant armor, cloak of protection.
Okay. As you walk near, you see a you see a skeleton of a ship. Upside down.
Oh, yes. Gosh, I'm like,
What?
they're here.
You
You've
mean,
told me,
oh,
and the
yes?
bear kind of like walks out. What's up? Okay, sorry.
What do you mean? Oh yes.
The ship.
The Grenmorian
The Grenmorian
warship. He had
warship.
crafted the skeleton of the whole already. Varun had.
Oh.
Yeah, you said skeleton and shit in the same sentence, and I was like,
Ghost ship.
ghost shit. Yeah.
Fucking correct.
Just like floating over.
Fucking black.
Hop in, losers.
It's actually like the house moving
We got
castle
people
at the
to save.
very end. It's just like one platform and like a couple little bits and the bear.
Eufeme has no idea who the fuck the Gremlins
Yeah,
are.
that's why I was
The
like-
bear doesn't. Yeah.
Get in, loser. We're going to cruise.
Yeah. Wow. It's so lucky.
I can check it out.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk up to it. It seems pretty large. You'd say about 250 to 200 feet long.
Holy shit.
The skeleton is pretty huge. It is a warship.
Damn.
Okay.
However, you do see that he has specifically made joints and interlocking portions of the hull in case you wanted to make it smaller, it seems.
Okay.
Tiny warship, bigger cannon.
What?
Around from firing the cannon backwards. People underneath are just getting cannonballs.
Wait, what? You think there's like cannonball shells?
What? No, the cannonballs have to drop eventually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Unless you hit something.
then the Dragon King will drop.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine the armor they can.
But it doesn't look like it was entirely finished. It looks
Yeah.
like he did most of the. If like
Does
you'd
it
say
look like-
about 70% of the work is done, leaving room for a design of whatever make you wished.
Does it look? Oh, does it look like I'll need less wood?
No.
Damn it.
No matter what size you make it, you're gonna need that much wood.
Yeah. Okay, but it's
But
not
it-
like it's used up a part of that
No,
wood.
no.
Okay. All right.
That's for the hole itself and the decks and all that.
Cool. I had to ask. Well, we'll have to get started on this soon. Good thing Metos is staying.
Hauling that lumber.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk around after that, and you arrive back at the unmarked graves
Right.
with your mother and father's swords plunging out of them.
Mother? Winter? I saw your faces a while ago in the weirdest place. Sorry, I'm so messy inside. Or, no, we're outside, right? At times being the way they are, it's kind of the best we're going to get for now. Dad's missing. Lost, I suppose. Which I'm sure you probably already know. I just assumed that you were all gone. But it seems like none of you have actually really left me. It seems like you're still here. Whether it be some red mirage, some facade, from what could only be a wicked man, or just somebody who lost their way, like I'd lost my way countless times. I hope Dad and I are the only ones. I hope you're not trapped somewhere.
You're good.
Okay. I was like, what?
I thought that was a sound.
Oh, yeah.
His face.
If you guys are still bumbling around, I swore to make the people who did this pay. And that I will hold myself to, as I'm sure you both would. But one thing I forgot to mention to myself and to you and to Dad and to this house was that I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to make the world remember and understand the genius, the beauty, and the artistry that is the Grenmores. Because even when we lose things that are very important to us, even when it seems like everything is taken and nothing gives, there's still that last remaining ounce that sense of passion and pride that swells in me, that reminds me of the nights that I spent with Dad, or fighting with you, Winter. But there's something more to this. There's something more than a revenge, something that gives weight to the revenge. There's the living, not living for an end, but living for now. I think Dad forgot that. And I forgot that. I met someone, Mother. You haven't met her yet. Hopefully I can bring her here sometime in the future. Her name's Elena, and I haven't seen her in a while. We haven't talked in a while. I was lost. And thinking of Dad, and how he didn't come and find me. Reminds me of what I selfishly left behind. You always said that you'd be hard on anyone we brought back here. But I know you, and I know that you'd love her. I just hope I haven't ruined things. I will still make those people pay. But I won't do it a shell of a man. I'm not going to do it as some hollow specter, some revenant come walking. I'm going to do it as a Grenmore. With all the pride and power that comes with that name. I'm going to do it because I'm going to make you proud. And I'll sit down. God, I hope I didn't ruin things with Elena. And I'll cry for a little bit.
Okay. As soon as you finish crying, or as soon as you begin to cry, well, that is embarrassing to have me of all people hooking in when you do this. I thought the Grandmores were far more, regal. You talk of pride, yet you are on your knees in the dirt. Well, your companions have told me you have something. I will be getting it, and you will be giving it to me. But enjoy your time with your family.
I was hoping to hear from you. You misunderstand pride. That's why you can never truly own it.
I do not need pride. I have capability.
You do not know from which well I pull.
Your well has been tapped, filled not with water, but with the blood of your family. And I will see it overflow with yours.
No, I won't reply.
Okay. You wanted it so bad.
Just a little bit. It wouldn't have made any sense, but I just wanted it a little bit.
All right.
What a cunt.
So you hear that.
And you get it. I'm capable.
I'm glad you saw this. Maybe he'll learn a lesson. Mother? Winter.
Okay. And you leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You walk down after, I'm going to say, a solid hour. And Humphrey, Nossew, and Metos are barely awake at this point as Osiris, walk down. I was awake that whole time. If you had yelled, I would have ran for you.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, okay. Nossew's on the ground.
I have my eyes closed, but I'm listening, as a cat does.
Okay. I'm here. I made sure your mithril is good and safe. No bullets were made from any of this metal.
The wizard spoke to me.
Which one? Vivian?
No.
Is she okay?
No. Some, I met him once.
Oh. All right.
Servius.
Can't be so. Oh, I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Who's
It's
there?
Wait a
Divination
second.
wizard.
Wait a second. Fuservius. No. Yes, I know Fuservius. He's an archmage of the Dragon's Council.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we had to discuss with some of them.
He's also part of the Maxim of Magic.
I don't know what that is. Oh, no. Yes, I do. Yes, the thing that you're hell-bent on destroying.
My father and I, yes.
What is his... Wait. You said he. My father always dealt with a woman. Interesting.
Just an offspring,
Hmm.
child.
Don't know. I never really talked to them one-on-one, or at all, really. I didn't like them.
Well, that's good, because he's going to die a horrible, gruesome death.
All right. I'll sing that tale in the corner while you do it.
He talked to me. I'm giddy.
What is he a wizard of?
Sorry?
What is he a wizard of?
Divination as well.
Oh, yes.
Which
That is why, isn't it?
Yeah, he's probably saw me.
He's always looking.
He
But
says
it's not good that he saw you.
Oh,
If he is bad, yes?
that means he's coming.
That means he's an archmage, oh Siren. And as capable as I and you and Nossew and Metos is,
Little ear twitch.
we are... I've never seen an archmage, nor have I ever read of them. Truly, I have not. I don't know of any of their feats or exploits or what they can do. All I know is that they have arch in their name.
And we have a forge.
Are we going to shove it in them? Sorry, not shove the forge into them. Are we going to shove them into the forge? Smelt them?
To make weapons of destruction.
Are we talking about the warship?
The warship, the roses, among other things.
All right. And how long do you expect us to be here?
That's a good question. We'll have to take our trip to,
Morris.
right, and see what we can scramble up.
All right. Should we do that tomorrow then?
Absolutely. As early as possible.
All right.
Since they know we're here, they know I'm here, and they know what we have. He said oh, fuck.
What?
He said my friends told him what we have.
You have friends?
Uh,
Oh. That's tragic. For them, if the archmage thinks you're friends and you don't, that's rough.
we've had our moments.
All right.
Well,
Well,
Mars,
you
Vivian.
all right. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not good.
That means they must have been captured or something. Or just quite chatty.
All right.
I don't like Vivian or Dagomars, really, but
You don't like Vivian?
no.
Really?
Vivian's been difficult to understand.
You're sort of hard of understanding.
I disagree.
All right.
She's not a bad person.
She's also sort of, she's small. It's like fun size, yes?
She's small.
I'd like to dance with her, you know.
Oh.
Wow, you're dense. It is all right.
What?
You've never had it before. You've never danced in that way.
I haven't danced at all.
I know. Exactly.
Yes, that's what I said earlier.
I know. I'm agreeing with you, Osiren. I wish to dance with her.
I don't think she'll be a good dancer.
Possibly. But that might make the dancing all the better.
I guess. She's not a bad person.
I didn't think so.
So
She dueled me for honor. One of the most romantic things I've ever seen, honestly.
it was very interesting.
It was interesting, but honestly, Dagger Morris refused to even fight me. Which was, in hindsight, probably more honorable for him than fighting me, to be honest.
I doubt it.
I don't know Dagger Morris. I'm not going to purport to know him. I just think that he seems like he's always lusting for battle. And so for him to hold back that urge, this seemed a bit more out of ordinary than Vivian fighting me. It was an interesting gesture from both of them.
I think I find they give what they can, as I do. And Vivian's
Yes.
not a bad person, we just haven't seen eye to eye.
You're all pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the way to say it.
Still worth saving. 1,000 times over.
I'm getting there. Yes, I'm not quite there.
Vivian, at least.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, yes. I thought you were talking about both of them.
Dagger Morris said a few rude things to me, so I don't really hold him in high regard, but...
We'll try and get you on my page with that.
He doesn't seem to make it too hard.
Yes, well, I'm sure nothing about him gets hard.
What?
Talking about his cock.
Oh. So our trek into the Scar
Yes.
probably be...
Expediated. Wait, do you think they're in the Scar?
Yes. That's
Or
where
are
they
they in
said they were
Tristful?
going.
Oh.
That's what Vivian
Maybe
said
they
she
are
was
held
going.
in the dungeons of Tristfall, though. Why would an Archmage of the Dragon's Council know if they're in Cruel?
Well, he's with the Maxim of Magic.
Is the Maxim of Magic part of the undead?
They're evil wizards. The undead.
Are all evil wizards necromancers? I swear I've heard more... Wait, this one is a divination wizard.
Yes, but I feel like the evil wizard group will serve the big evil wizards in the south.
I don't know what the hierarchy of evilness is. But maybe we should discover where they are
I don't
first.
have any way of doing that.
Do
I
we
could,
know?
I don't know. Get that guy to talk to me again.
Which guy?
For Servius.
Ah. Yes, get him to talk to you again. This isn't lead-lined, is it?
It's probably
Say that you have Say that you have, his mom.
Who's his mom?
I don't know, but I'm saying that, like, maybe you're having sex with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe he has a tiny pecker or something.
Probably.
Terrible word. Terrible word. Terrible word.
We'll have to go outside. Hold on. Follow me.
All right. Hey, Nossew, do you want to come with? We're making fun of an archmage.
What Archmage is here?
For Servius.
He's not here.
He's here?
No, he's not here. He's not here.
Oh.
You know who he is?
Yeah, Vivian told us about him.
You also met him.
Yeah.
In Colonel.
Yeah.
And he's a bitch.
He was and I met him too.
Euphen was there. No,
No.
What a
no, you
nice
weren't there.
guy. He's a big dick.
Hey, Metos.
Mm.
Want to make fun of an archmage with us?
Yes.
He's
No.
probably...
What's going on?
But a divination wizard just looks through other people's lives all the time. He's probably miserable, stuck in a stuffy old room, just staring into a pool of silver, waiting for me to talk about my parents or something.
Wait, hold on.
Do you think he heard that?
All right, I should save it for when we get out. I
Yes,
should
exactly.
save it.
What? Get
Come on,
out.
come on.
It's alright.
All right, what should you say? What should you say? Can you hear all of us?
Something vitriolic.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're pretty snappy now, Sue. What do you think?
Make it gross. Wait, Nossew's snappy.
You can be on time.
You've got wit.
It sounds better in the accent.
accent.
Say you have a small cock, but in your drawl.
Yeah.
You have a small cock.
Ah, it does sound. It does have it has that flavor.
Yeah.
Mine is like salt. It cuts, but his is like cayenne. It's spicy.
Yeah.
Is that another
Slow
red
burn.
joke?
No, but now it is. Wow.
You've been conditioned, Nossew.
Against my own self. God damn.
You have to point it at
okay, I'm
Vesuvius,
sorry.
though.
What are we? Is
Just shout it.
what is it?
Shout it?
Shout what? For serious?
No, say that he has a small cock again.
I have had sex with your mother, Vesuvius.
No, he's a
Yes.
he's a wizard. So,
Yes.
So you go. You have a small wand.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
I'm sure he's focusing
Dumbass.
hard on getting all of that evocation, conjuration liquid out. Yes.
Ah. Cool.
Ah, yes.
Now I'm
Nothing worse than an impotent wizard.
You are impotent. Oh yeah.
Ah, yes. Impotent. Exactly.
Are most
exactly.
insults about sexual prowess?
Apparently. That's all he does. So.
We're all sort of tall here. Make fun of his height. Is he short?
I mean, he can be.
That seems rude, though. That seems too far.
I was just only.
And dwarves and halflings and short humans are quite nice. I don't want to insult them as well.
Divination is a fourth-rate magic.
Oh, true,
With
true.
a fifth-rate... you have a fifth-rate wand. And, your hair is lazy.
Increasingly bad.
It looks fine, but it's just a lazy haircut.
Increasingly bad. You all hear. The last cranium. Your mother smelled so fine.
Who is this?
The maestro of every one of your movements. Look at you, squire. Reduced to screaming at the sky.
What's all that music going on?
The last Grenoir.
This doesn't sound like for serious.
Do we
Does
all
not
hear
at
this?
all.
Oh,
The last grandmore. Your reckoning. Are you so coward? Are you so much of a coward that you would slip and slide in the shadows? Tell me where you are. Tell me your name.
For that is not fun, is it? No, I think I'll pull a few more strings.
Is this Ava? Are you choking on something, Ava?
This is not the god of deceit.
Doesn't sound like I
Perhaps you call me a disciple of his, yes?
the BBEG?
disciple of his.
Disciple of Ivar?
What, like
Killed
a-
your mother?
Like a demigod?
No. I earned my power. Yes, I earned it with so much work.
I think you know if you tell me where you are, it would quickly lead to your demise. And so you hide behind your smokes and mirrors.
I wait until you could breathe in front of me without pissing your pants. I have more power in a single door than you have in your entire body. You could not touch me, avenge your family. You are but the court jester for their final act.
Well, I see you're going to be very lackluster with your information. All your posturing amounts to nothing. I will ask your friend, Baldric. He shall divulge your location.
He does not know. And even if he did, he would not dare do such a thing.
Words.
Words have more power than you think. For your family has no more to give. No words.
There's only action left.
You will see.
Have you heard from my father yet?
And you do not hear anything else.
Bro, what a nasty, gross voice. What a nasty, icky, gross voice.
It would have to be someone so vile.
Okay, we were supposed to be yelling at for service, and that was not for service.
No, it was not. It was eerie. I
But
must say.
they're listening.
Do you want to tell me what I woke up into?
They're watching and they're listening, meaning that they're scared.
Or they just know that you have something.
Which I do.
What do you mean they know? Yeah.
Then maybe we leave, yes? Can't mages go places? Yes.
Well, what's the point in leaving? They have a divination wizard. If they wanted to be here, they'd be here.
Can they see exactly where we are at all times?
I don't know.
Well, that is great.
I wish I could make some sort of pendant that would hide us.
Okay, since nobody's telling me, I think I'm piecing this together. For Servius Scribe, was it you?
I had a conversation
while
with
you were-
Vesuvius. He knows that I have the eternal soul,
Oh, god damn it.
which I knew they knew. And I knew they would know.
What, how? How did you know they would know? Well,
I was hoping they would know, but the way that they found out was not something I anticipated. They have captured our...
Companions? Friends? Compatriots?
co-adventurers.
Oh,
Vivian, Dagmaras,
Yes.
Eupheme Malden.
I don't know about Eupheme, but
Do you know them?
They were all in Betwixt with us. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes, I spoke briefly to Eupheme. We were in prison together. But I did not... Well, I know Vivian. I don't know very much of Vivian. I was just wondering how you knew them. I knew that you were traveling with them, but I didn't know if you were just along for the ride.
It was supposed to be like that at first.
The red guy in the group.
they're more your friends than I.
Well, yeah, because you left us for... That was justified. I don't want to get into it.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes. Well, fuck.
I am...
Osiris right. We don't leave. They can follow us anywhere, so... We stand our ground.
Our best bet of fighting anything would be to make sure that we're equipped with whatever we have here.
An archmage. And whatever the fuck that was.
He was gonna
Right there.
He was gonna get to us anyways. We were going to Cruel in a month.
Can you name anything that has an arch in it that is not powerful? Or has power? Archdukes? Archmages?
I am telling you, there's no
Archdruids?
there's no amount of running that would make the outcome different.
Well, we can live for maybe a few more days, and I like living, to be completely honest with you.
I don't know much about magic, but if they're that powerful and they wanted to be here, they would be here, wouldn't they?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the magic... I don't know if they can fucking... I who knows?
She's right, and I am sorry, but this is a part of the story that you wanted to.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't turn it around on me, Nossew. I was confiding in you, not giving you ammunition.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was a-
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, one. I always have ammunition. Okay. All right.
All
Keep
right.
asking
Two.
for
What? Asking for what?
ammunition.
More bullets. You asked 7 times on the way here. Hey, Osiren, do you still have that eyeball? Hey, Osiren, do you have any mithril? Good lord.
What is there to do other than build the airship very quickly and then?
Oh, yes. Of
Do
course,
we
of
even
course, of course, of
have
course.
everything we need for that?
We're gonna head in town tomorrow.
They're gonna see us making it.
It won't matter.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it doesn't matter what we're doing, you said. What if we're making the ship?
They
Or if
get
we're
here
just sitting
before we
around.
Finish the ship.
We'll just have to keep on high alert.
But if they're going to find us, we might as well be productive, yes?
That's fair. I agree.
Gosh. What a tragic tale.
Again, they're after me. I'm after the stone.
Should we run?
We're
Then?
not. Why not?
I wouldn't judge you if you did.
No, I'm not going to run, but I just wanted to point and laugh if you said yes. So I probably will later. Now is not the time.
How courteous.
I am very courteous, thank you.
It seems like we pissed off Vesuvius so much that you called in his uncle or something. His grandfather.
His pops.
Uncle.
You think they're in
Vesuvius.
cahoots, or do you think that was something else?
I mentioned
wily?
his name. His response didn't give much away.
They
But he does
mentioned
know of Vesuvius.
your mother, and they are in the same organization, are they not?
I don't know.
It is the Maxim that killed your family.
First service is tied to the Maxim. At least that's in what Vivian told us.
We don't know much, but I know that anyone who holds the Maxim in their name is going to answer to my blade. We'll get some truth out of someone. Lies or screams or something.
All right. Can we sleep though for now? Are we safe down in that hole? I'm very tired.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
No, let us go sleep then.
I'll open it up again.
All right. You guys walk down? Or are you guys going to sleep?
Take some watches.
Are you guys watching? Taking watches now?
I'm going to bed.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
take
sleeping.
a watch.
Okay, so you take a watch. Are you sleeping?
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Okay. While that is happening, Denzoro, Morgan,
Oh!
you sit.
Oh, hi. Cool.
Yeah.
That's what we're. Okay.
You sit in a room with Titus Mirkwood, alone, just you two and Zeta Taxonos. He sits across the room from you. It is a long hall with a fire billowing in front of him. A clawfoot chair, padded, and you all have been summoned into this room. A private chamber of some sort. He sits.
How long have we been sitting?
You just got there.
What time is it, sorry?
It's 1 a.m.
Jesus. Oh, I. As much as I love all your company.
Shh, don't speak to the boss. I've spoken to.
He stands, his silhouette large in front of the fire. If you ever noticed, Gabriella isn't here. And she hasn't been for an entire month. We haven't heard her on the errands. Or anything.
I thought you sent her out, right?
I did.
Yes.
Anthonian's dead. Because she insisted on going.
She isn't really the type to not check in.
One of the archmages just sent me a message. They his eyes begin to burn brighter, the fire behind, billowing out.
Alive? What? Are they making demands?
Right, so we go in after her. We march on early. What's the skinny?
I don't know what to do. Why? Teetering on the edge. And I need your advice. That's what you're here for. I have you here because you're sane. Mostly. And I need your sanity now. Because it's not just theirs. There are screams that I hear now. But my own. And it's loud. And it's telling me to do brash things.
Sounds like that's what they want.
Indeed. So I need some ideas.
I mean, boss, yes, Morgan, what was that?
Well, it sounds like they think they know something we don't know. And they're the... holier than thou, smarty types, so... maybe
what?
they do.
What do we know?
We don't know anything.
We know Gabriella's captured.
Other than that, we know what Tristful is, and we know where Cruel is. That's it.
I would say go with your gut feeling. Balazar, he has answers. He speaks through you.
You know as well as I that's not true, Denzora. I do my own talking.
And winning this war is going to take more than just gut. Need a little bit of finesse sometimes as well.
Gabriella is strong. Stronger than me. And if anyone was going to be able to survive in Cruel, it'd be her. But sometimes I just don't feel like waiting.
Remind me what we were biding our time for anyway?
For everyone else to get ready. We need their help.
Who's not
Attacking
ready?
in force, yeah.
The dwarves aren't ready. Dwarves aren't ready. And neither are the multiple armies of the southern realms that we've managed together.
As you all know, I'm very, very fond of Gabriella.
Yes.
We get along pretty well, but trickling in.
We have to speculate. Do we feel like there's any way of getting Gabriella out without just toppling the whole fucking thing anyways?
So here's my initial plan. And you're not gonna like it. But I send you three in.
You could just send Zed.
And Zed is there. You know, I really love you, Denzoro. I really do. And I could. You know I could. Isn't that right, buddy? Yes. But I need to trim my mustache here. And I need to be here to eat all of your delicious baking. Otherwise, there's really, I mean, who else would? And Titus, enough of the jokes. Unless you have a better idea.
I mean, another option. I'm not saying it's a viable one.
I can't send Thonian in, and I can't send me in.
Is to
Don't. No.
Not yet, at least.
It's
not the time.
we either descend early, or the three of us going.
We can't descend early. We have no idea what strength they have in there, and it's probably pretty fucking bad. If I had to just wager a guess, I'd say that liches, given thousands of years and many, 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 many souls, wouldn't just be sitting on their ass. No, sure they have monstrous armies of shambling fucks.
fun. And Gabriella went in there with strangers.
Not strangers. We know some of them, yeah.
Well, what's the job then? You want us to
I don't know.
weaken a bit of the hierarchy, or just get Gabriella out?
I don't know, Denzora. That's why I called you in here. What do you think the best course of action would be?
Reconning, scouting is not. I mean, we could. Two birds, one stone.
You think you can manage?
Of
Everyone
course.
else that we send out there? Well, they're in me now.
We're capable.
Well, your best.
Yes,
The
that's
other
all
option
I-
would be gambling with Gabriella's life. That is not something I think I can do.
Look, you drop us free in there. We recon. We get your word back. We go from there.
How do you suppose I drop you in there? You'd have to walk, Denzora.
Yeah, I was. It's turn a phrase.
All right. So you walk in there. That takes a fucking week anyway. Just to fucking get there.
Yeah.
I guess I suppose
How much time do we have?
a month. A month in like 2 weeks' time. That's when I called everyone here.
It's still probably a good option to send us ahead. I mean, we can tell you what to expect. We can tell the bulk of the forces what to expect.
I'm gonna have the Archmage. Since he's been to Dunborough, he can get you there faster. Maybe just bring him with you.
Could be useful. Yeah.
As much use as I fucking want to get out of him anyway.
Could be nice leverage.
He's not leverage. He's a fucking potato now.
I don't know. Most majors seem kind of prideful. Maybe they
You've
want
seen
to
him.
for posterity.
Yeah, maybe. It's true. Especially that Baldric fellow. He should have come, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah, he is that. Should have gotten him. He talks too much.
Moreover, not only do they have Gabriella,
They have
Like-
Dagger Morris.
yes, Dagobars.
I know you don't understand.
Oh, we don't need to, boss. He's yours.
Right.
I'd like you to. I really would.
Well,
They've taunted us by contacting you.
Yes, they have.
And that is a mistake. Another
So
mistake.
bold of them.
It worries me a bit.
very
It does,
sure. of
doesn't
their-
it?
They're very sure of their power. Oh, power.
They must not understand.
They will. They will understand.
We'll get you, Gabriella, and Dagger Morris. The rest of them, I said we cut our losses in.
There's some humans in there.
2 in the weeds.
Denzora.
It's 2 in the weeds.
Aye. Listen, I understand that. But 2 of them use magic.
If we can save them, then we should.
It's 2 humans with magic.
Fine, but if it compromises getting the first 2 out of there,
Of course, priorities.
Yes, I agree. Well, you don't just leave them for dead. I'm also not convinced that I even send you in the first place. As good as it sounds to send my 3 best warriors, plus an archmage, it doesn't sound all that good.
It's still an investment.
It's an investment that I can't lose. Not because I don't think that I could win this without you. I think it'd be much harder. I just don't want to.
do we think that they'll dispose of Gabriella and Dagomars within the next month?
I don't know.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, ladies and Denzora.
Because if not, you can just send us in right before we decide to charge. We get Gabriella out right when she's out. Boom, you come in over the top of us. You make that face. Okay. All right.
I can't hear Gabriella and me. I can't do it. I won't make it if I hear her too.
That's enough then.
Okay.
That's enough for me to understand.
No, but you don't understand. You're the only voices I hear that calm me down. If I hear you all screaming the way I hear me mum and me dad, I can't do that, Morgan.
I didn't realize us two.
You're the only friends I have left. Even if you don't consider me a friend, even if you're afraid of me,
It's
you're all I have. Pillars that to lean on, if not just to talk to.
it's high praise, boss.
I'm not your boss, Denzora. Just call me Titus, please.
Right.
Thonian can call me boss.
Does mean a lot.
Who else do we have other than us, Donian, the Archmage?
I can't give up Thonian. He's the oldest sane human I have.
Sure. So
Can he do anything other than talk anyway?
who
He's
else?
not talking about anything useful. There's Pontia and there's Yannick. Yannis is a useless fuck. Pontia is a very skilled commander from the first age, and I don't want to lose her.
I guess the key question is, do we think will be effective?
No, I don't. We're not. You're not. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why I called you in here. You're not going into the fucking scar. You're by my side during the battle, and that's non-negotiable. I shouldn't have fucking let her go anyway. I should have just let. No, because
The idea of just leaving Gabriella.
I know.
I know I don't have to say it out loud, but
Not to be a not to be a thorn, but she did insist, and she did fail.
Denzora, I like you. What's your tongue?
Yes, Titus.
All right.
We're doing this to help and save humanity.
Yes.
Gabrielle is vital to that on many different levels. It's vital
Yes,
to
she
us.
is. Yes. Very. She is strong, though.
They are very...
Perhaps we are strong as well, then.
strong enough to weather this?
We must be. Or it's all for naught. I'm not the only key to humanity. Everyone is. Thank you for your advice. It really did help. Just talking to you. I appreciate it more than you know. Have the Archmage do something for me when you walk out. I need him to scry an elf. Make sure he's alright.
Right. It's done.
Good. And if he's not alright, tell me. And we're doing something brash. Good. Go ahead. Go about your days, enjoy your night, sleep, hopefully. Don't know if you slept in Zora. Get whatever rest you deem worthy.
Won't sleep well tonight with that knowledge, but it's ours to bear as a group.
Sleep well, Morgan.
Oh, I'll pray about it.
Pray if you wish. How about your business? I'll be here.
Praise Banza.
Yes, praise be to Balancer. And he walks back. Okay. And that...
Let us hope that Alf is okay. Sorry. Dagmar's helped Alf, right? Dagmar's...
Yes, he did. He helped all. He gave him every single bit of his rations. He gave him every bit of rations and like all of his gold.
Yeah, some gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
We love to see it. We love to see it. We love to.
It was like 30 gold he gave Alf.
We love to tip the scales just like just a little bit, just like a bit. It makes the odds better.
We are going to take a break, 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back then. See you soon. We're back. Thank you for staying with us during this trying time. It is now July 6th. Nothing happened during your watch. What would you guys like to do in the morning of July 6th, 1528?
Should we start with the trip?
Yes, I believe we should.
So yeah, what all do we need?
I was expecting to browse a little bit, but I mean, we definitely need metric ton of wood,
Some wood,
figuratively.
indeed.
Is there not wood in here?
No.
No.
Unfortunate, I know.
Some cotton as well, yes?
It was wishest cotton.
Yes.
Do you know what wishest cotton is?
Yes, I know what wishest cotton is. It's grown on Voss.
All right. Yes,
I don't know.
it's very expensive. It's very
okay.
hard to come by in the Adamos proper because Leonins are very particular about their trading.
Indeed.
However, it is used by the elves frequently to travel upstream. It is like a wind attractor. It attracts wind to it automatically. There needs no breeze. It creates its own behind it. It is an engine without any fuel.
It's very, very interesting.
Yes.
How much money do we have for all of this?
Very little.
Pretty.
I mean, there's gold right there.
Those are ingots, though.
And that.
And unfortunately, you can't use those as currency. You barter with them, but you'll
Yeah.
get fucked
You
hard.
could use your loom to make fake coins.
It seems like it should be legal.
I would not. It is. Do not step on the dwarves' toes.
Ah.
They are
Okay.
much better with them.
They are extreme craftsmen that create that currency,
Yes.
and they will know. And they will find who did it. Trust me, I knew a family. I know them no longer.
Fine. Well, we'll barter. It's
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
I would not insult the dwarves if I were you.
we can talk about all this on our way there. Right?
Yes, of course, of course. Let us head out.
Okay.
All right, so you guys heading out?
Yeah,
We
we'll
don't
go
have
to
any
the
money.
train.
What are we doing?
I have 70 gold.
I have 15 that you gave me.
Humphrey has
2.
25.
Damn.
Oh,
All right,
that's
just
what
kidding.
I
We might
thought.
be pretty all right.
The last of his funds. So, you step onto the train. Only 2 people able to fit on each platform respectively. So, who is traveling with whom?
I'm at the.
You're at the front.
Yeah.
So, someone has to be traveling with Osiren, or unless Osiren wants his own platform.
I'm not going to ask anyone to.
I'll step up next to Osiren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Nossew and Metos will travel behind.
Humphrey.
Humphrey and Metos, yeah.
Sorry, Humphrey and Metos will travel behind. Osiren, you grip the lever and pull it down hard, watching the orb sat in silver at the end of the train light up with violent energy, followed by a loud crackling of lightning. The train lurches forward, and the wheels begin to turn with the force of whatever engineering crafted it. Beyond, in the tunnel, as you move forward, lights of magical flames set ablaze at the top. The orange light curling around the curvature of the stone and illuminating the path beyond. Not too long after you pulled the lever, do you find yourself moving at a rather intense speed, and are made very aware of the lack of many, if any, railings or guards in place. The air slams against all of your faces and blows your hair back violently. You watch as the stone walls whip past you. The grain of it melding together in your vision with the speed at which it passes you by. Looking behind you, you see the flames above flicker violently as the displacement of air blasts all around them. What are you doing while you're on this train?
I'll go to Osiren and I'll be like, so we need cotton, wood, what else?
Am I steering or anything, or I'm just?
No,
Just we go.
it's just going.
Okay.
But it's really hard to hear each other.
Yeah.
I will say it's.
That's all we need!
yeah. I'll say that you guys are like yelling.
Also, whatever we can find that I can weave into the loom or work into some sort of weapon of some sort.
Okay, but like the warship specifically.
I think that's all we needed. The wood, cloth,
And some more aluminum.
aluminum. Yes, we need a shit ton of aluminum.
Okay.
You didn't take stock of how much you already had.
Right, just to be sure.
Sure.
We need the elemental stuff, the air elemental stuff.
Did you read at the end said that you had one?
Oh no, I didn't read that. Sorry.
It's
And
just
I
not as powerful. Yeah,
left it.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I had my. Yes,
Okay.
that's all we need. Like, keep your eyes peeled for anything that could be useful. I have a bunch of stuff rambling about in my bag that I can see if it will take to the loom.
Sure. Did you tell me about everything that you found out in the...
Loom of all things.
Okay. Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
You kept asking, probably.
What was in there?
I don't mean to be insensitive, but you know, I know your dad worked on these kind of deals. You mention any, you know, firearms of sorts? Around, maybe stashed, you know?
I doubt it. My dad did not like guns.
No.
Not so much. It was kind of not his forte. But he did make some as if I remember correctly. No, that was canon. Yikes. Anyway, I can probably enhance your guns.
I have been thinking about it a lot.
I'm sure.
I have a couple ideas. Succinctly, I either want to shoot faster, shoot something with some more weight behind it, or something that'll blow out enemies at close range. Because right now, I lose the close range fights.
Blowout is in.
Something I don't have to aim.
I'll think on it. I can. What I know I could do is I can make your gun hit harder and more accurate. Above that, we'd have to experiment.
Do we think we can make some ammo out of the adamantine?
No.
All right. I appreciate the directness. Okay.
I enjoy your company, but I think that's too heavy a price to pay.
What about this? I've been thinking that not just the firearm itself, but could probably make magical bullets. No?
I think that would take a while.
Sure, to do each one.
And then what? You just have a 500 gold worth magic bullet left in a dead body? Are you going to retrieve them all?
Oh, they're magic. They wouldn't break. I could. I just to expand something so great. It's such a for such a disposable action. We would need to do something major, right? The only thing I can think of is, I don't know, what if it poisoned them? Do you have any other ideas like that?
I think that can be done. I have something actually in mind I was going to use for myself, but it might be more useful in one of your guns, so as a bullet. A long time ago I got, I don't know if they're still potent now, but if I can extract something from them, I have these ghoul fingers that have some attribute of paralysis.
Ooh.
To fire that at the end of the gun would be
Devastating.
very helpful.
I'm all ears for whatever you come up with.
We'll have to get to the drawing board. Oh, I love saying that. We'll have to get to the drawing board and we can work some things out. Now is not the place for ideas.
As the
Just wanted to put it in your head.
No, if you think of anything else, please let me know, and I'll upturn my bag of goodies at some point soon.
Okay. As you're going, Humphrey. Deeper.
Oh my god.
And then Osiren, if you had to guess, as you make the calculations in your head, measuring the distance between the lights, counting the milliseconds beneath as you fly beneath them, You would guess that you were traveling no less than around 40 miles an hour.
Damn.
This is beyond anything you've ever imagined.
Fuck yeah.
To put that in perspective, the fastest the first trains could go if they were going off the rails was about 70 miles an hour. So, after an hour or so, you see a brighter cluster of lights further down the tunnel, and you feel the train slowly slowing. Brakes grinding against the old wheels and squealing loudly into the tunnel. It isn't long before you all nearly thrown from the platforms you stand upon as the train grinds finally to a halt. Much of the momentum halted in the last few seconds of the journey, leaving you all nearly tumbling off and onto the rails below. You readjust, shaking off your clothes and gathering your confidence again. Looking around, you find yourself now within a large underground warehouse, much like the one you originated within. This one appears far smaller, however, and it is not materials you see primarily strewn about the railway's dip, but the machines of movement. You see pull carts set to the side, you see pallets resting on the walls, and you see large doors above upon the ceilings with rails of their own upon the stone, no doubt for sliding them open, perhaps to drop cargo down below. At the far left corner of this area, you see a stone stair creeping up the far wall, a plain iron door resting at its top. However, you also see, not an iron door, wooden door. However, you also see a few yards of lumber on the opposite side, planks and boards stacked upon one another, and a few dozen raw pounds of uncut logs as well.
Well, I believe it's safe to assume that this is also my property.
Sure. Everything.
The light touches.
Yes. Something such as that.
Why don't we take inventory, make sure we have everything we need, if not.
Well, it's a good start, if anything. Should we pile this on the train now, or should we go have a look around?
It's
It's up to you.
We can take inventory first so we know how much we would need to buy otherwise. I can start piling it onto the train after you count.
Okay, make an intelligence check. With advantage, because they're all helping.
Just intelligence. Not good.
But you're smart.
I know.
You're smart. You're wicked smart.
Just
Wicked.
intelligence?
Yeah.
7.
Okay, you didn't give him investigation or something? It's investigation. He's looking. He's looking for. He's looking for things and stuff.
I rolled 2 2s.
He's not looking. The only one that I could possibly think of would be nature.
What? Lame.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
No proficiency.
You have no idea. That's a lot of wood. That's a lot of wood.
I'm a little turned around with I think the blood is going back into my brain.
Can't count.
Feet. Why don't any of you try?
I don't know. I'm not very good with math.
How many do we need?
800 trees worth. Around.
How tall are the trees?
I don't know. It's a really poor unit of measurement.
I saw the.
How wide are they? How girthy? It's all about the girth.
Let's just get a lot of wood.
Isn't that right, Metos?
I'm not answering that question.
All right. That's fair.
All right. Well, is someone gonna start shuttling this, and the others go look?
For what? More wood?
But yeah.
Sure, Metos, do you need anything?
Oh, we should all go together.
I agree.
See the city together. Hold on. I'll put on
would
my
like to see
gauntlets of
another half the
ogre
city.
strength.
You guys want to just do this really quickly?
Yeah.
And
Let's
try?
just count as we go. I don't
Okay,
know.
then all of you make athletics checks
Okay. With my
Advantage?
gauntlets of ogre strength.
with your gauntlets of ogre strength. Humphrey will join as well. He will assist. Assist. Ooh!
You said athletics?
Yes.
I have 2 proficiencies that have not been chosen.
If you want proficiency
I
in
really feel
athletics,
like I
sure.
should have an athletics proficiency.
Sure.
Hee hee hee. 24.
24. 7.
Also a 24, but a natural 20.
Okay.
Damn.
So 2 24s, a 7, and a 13 from Humphrey. Okay. So that's a pretty good average. So you guys spend 2.5 hours
Damn.
It's a morning.
moving all of that wood. As you're moving it, I will allow you to make another intelligence check as
Thank
you are handling it.
God.
Still
with
Still
advantage
not going
this
to flash
time.
a genius, though. Okay. Save that for the bartering? I don't know. Let's see what we got here.
Didn't you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have like 12 again?
5.
We're helping.
13.
We're all.
No. 13. You'd say you have ballpark 200 to 500 trees.
Yeah, that's a ballpark.
That's a big ballpark.
Yes. With that intelligence check, that's what you get. You have quite a few.
That's
Quite a few trees worth.
That's
to
it.
start
We
from.
can always come back for more.
That's an
later.
Amazon Swingers
Maybe.
Park.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. All right.
Right.
What do you guys do now? There are about 10 large platforms for loading materials on the train. You have taken up about 4 of them already.
Damn.
Okay.
Holy.
It's that big drain.
Let's go shopping.
Okay. You walk up the stairs, finding yourself upon the door you saw rather quickly. You hear, along with the sound of your footsteps, the gentle hum of the train below, along with some movement behind the door. Rustling and the moving of feet upon wood.
Uh-oh. Maybe this wasn't our wood.
We can just start taking the train back.
I don't want to steal wood. They know where. Anyway. Humphrey, if I say something stupid, please butt in.
Sure, yes. Are we opening the door then?
I'll knock first. Give them some respect. I mean, it might be in their underwear or something. Hello?
I'm gonna stand in the back because I'm big and scary cat.
Okay.
I, own the train. It's a siren. Grenmore? Nothing?
Just open the damn door.
Open his
Right.
Okay.
Everybody
opening
look
the door?
respectable.
Okay. You open the door slowly, seeing through the crack a small hall that leads to the left. Warm firelight illuminating the incredibly dark brown and orange mixed wood that lay beyond. You see the edge of an area rug, a bit of fine trimming, and then you lurch your head backward just in time because a rather large bullet slams into the door beside you. No, actually, you look again. The bullet having traveled straight through the door and to the stone behind it, lodging into, not ricocheting off the stone.
Damn.
You look for a moment, seeing the projectile sticking out from the wall. About 3 inches this projectile is, and perhaps another 2 inches embedded within the wall, and made of mithril by the look of it, with various runes of abjuration and possibly conjuration etched within it, glowing a deep purple within the light blue, steely blue of the mithril. And as you look at it, cautious to look out the door again, you see it wiggle, shivering within the stone before out of existence, disappearing entirely. Then a loud pop explodes. You all cover your faces from the explosion and feel bits of the wall pepper your head. Looking back, dazed and confused from the loud explosion, your vision blurry, you see debris and molten stone where the bullet once was. And Osiren, you look down the barrel of an exquisite rifle pointed directly at your face. Holding the rifle, as you try and look, you see an incredibly thin and older half-orc woman Her face is cut through with wrinkles that dig deep into her face. Her skin is an ashy purple coloration with freckles of black and off-white upon it as well. But though her skin is covered with wrinkles, her cheekbones and jaw remain prominent below intense crimson eyes, long eyelashes, and tusks that protrude proudly from her lower jaw. Her hair is short, salt and pepper, incredibly thick and wavy to the point of no longer manageable.
Please don't shoot.
What is your name?
Nah. You wouldn't want to be responsible for killing off the last Grenmore.
Not the last.
What did you say to me? What are you saying to me?
Oh, Grenmore. Siren Grenmore? The train's mine.
Siren Gremor.
Yes.
You lie.
I would never.
You lie.
You see all this?
Put your gun down.
You put your gun down.
That is your ridiculous.
You think a bit Grenmore rifle, eh? With your shoddy pistol. I think not.
I think it's my life, and I'd rather you put your gun down.
And Humphrey.
Did my parents...
Prove it to me.
You got the symbol on you somewhere, right?
What do
It's on the hilt of your sword.
It's on my sword. Yeah, I guess the symbol was fine.
It's up to you.
It's on my sword. It's not on my armor anymore because I don't wear my armor anymore. I'll take out my blade. It's been like scuffed and I'm doing it very not. It's been scuffed and tinkered with so much. It's like the hilt is just like
Fucked up.
like really, really scraggly.
She looks at it.
A symbol. A symbol of my father.
And as you're sitting there, you hear a smaller voice coming from just down the hall. A timid and old voice. What is going on down there? What is it? Nothing. You peek in, and you see an old halfling man, large eyes behind Coke bottle glasses, and beneath a wild rat's nest of white hair. His face is covered with scruff, and his body is covered with a button-up tan shirt with checkered patterns above black chinos and finely oiled mushroom leather shoes. His face appears rather frightened, but also amorous toward the woman that currently holds you at gunpoint.
Nice.
She's trying to kill Grenmore.
I've been shot before and it's not fun. Can we please just talk?
And you see the older man. Grandma?
Does everybody act like that? Don't remember.
Comes up. Let me see that blade.
Careful with it. There's a lot of sharp
I'm gonna eat
edges.
him. I think actually.
Not
he's
only
very
on the
cute.
pointy side, there's sharp
And she-
edges in the... God damn it.
This woodwork is terrible.
It's been by my side for a long time.
I haven't seen you since you were a baby. But this is Varun's work. He was always shit at wood.
What?
And the woman, are you sure?
You knew my father. Of course you did.
And she puts the rifle down. Yes, we knew your father. We knew your mother as well. And if what you say is true, we knew you as well. Come. My name is Baria Sinesio. And this is, Heyduk. Heyduk Sinesio. This is my husband. And he... Indeed, I am lucky. I'm what you would say is our house husband.
Stop.
Right.
It's nice to meet you all.
So,
I'll walk in.
Yes, come in, please. Come on. And they lead you through a small hall. A few paintings of deer, moose, and owls hung within finely carved wooden frames upon the paneled and well-trimmed walls enclosing you. The hall lasts for a few dozen feet before you arrive at a carpeted stair far wider than the hall before it. On the walls here, you see portraits of men and women, human and half-orc alike, flanked on either side by candelabras of gold. You see no opening at the top, though, only a ceiling. But as you reach the ceiling, Baria traces a few shapes onto a flat disc of silver. As her finger leaves the silver, unseen runes of enchantment light up before it begins to raise up further above your heads, revealing a room as the light shines through the cracks. You see, as you walk out from the opening created, 2 stairs on either side of you made of pale, nearly untreated wood. The walls are covered with a nice old and worn floral wallpaper, and the trim is fading as well. Nice and white geometric designs of nothing in particular traced along the walls. And you look up to see the stairs zigzag to a second floor, lit by a large window right behind you. To the left and right are more rooms, furnished with very antique furnishings and wares, the smell of old fabric and sun-baked wood filling your noses as you see this. You are led, very quietly and somewhat somberly, into a living area of sorts. A few claw-foot chairs sat around a small table with a large kettle of steaming tea sat upon it. Out of the windows, you see a wide cobbled street lined with sparse lampposts and tall evergreen trees. You see a few gnomes strolling past the home. And on the other side, you see another home of antique make, brick in design, squarish, with a cylindrical tower-esque entrance and ramparts atop its form, like a mini brick castle. Looking out from here, you see less buildings than the other cities you've been to. This city far more spread out, it would seem, with many evergreens filling the gaps where buildings do not reside. Otherwise, you see large yards attached to them, all filled with gardens and sheds alike.
It's lovely here.
Yeah. Sit down, please. I will get you another tea, some cups of tea. Do you like licorice root tea?
I think.
It helps the bowels. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
We would all like some tea. Yes.
All right.
How
Yes. 4 cups more tea. Walks in the half-orc woman. Sets the rifle near the fireplace and sits down. I cannot say I was expecting this.
Yes, so any reason why the train tunnel goes into this house?
Yes.
Who are you to my parents?
We were investors of theirs. We funded their research and development of many things. Good friends before, though. First and foremost, good friends. Yes, good friends. It's a shock to see you. I was convinced you were not alive.
If I would have known. Why didn't you say anything when everything burned down, where everyone was quiet.
Varun told me not to speak.
You talked to him.
Yes. 9 years ago was the last time I saw Varun Grimmar.
So you know he's alive.
No, I do not. I have no idea if he is alive or not.
Why would he do that? Why would he?
I should rephrase. I am not sure I saw Varun, but I saw someone wearing his face. It was hard.
Dad seems to be a little lost.
Yes, he is. It was 14 years ago that happened. Yes? That is a long time. Where have you been?
Oh, I left. Also in a broken state. I was lucky to find some people who mended me back to health, and when I was strong enough, I went searching. I only just found out my father might be alive.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm so sorry. I would have helped. I had no idea that any of either of you had lived. That is awful.
Growing up, I never really paid attention to their business. They were always gone on some adventure or learning something new, and Dad was always in the forge making something beautiful. If I would have known I had somebody who understood.
We were there sometimes. But you were young. Me and Hayduk are. Yes. And who are all of you?
Right, of course. My apologies. These are my friends, Nossew, Humphrey, Metos.
Leonin.
Indeed.
It's nice to see Leonin. I work with your people a lot.
Ah. They are well.
They are, especially considering all that has happened. It is troubling times. I have no doubt that is why you are here after all of these years.
Yes. Well, trouble seems to follow me, and I think it's about time we started following trouble.
And Hayduk comes out. Well, all right. Well, here we go. Puts it down. Cups of tea. It is hot, so please be careful. I don't want anyone burned. It is good to see you. You're so big. Taller than your father already. He was short. And that's coming from me. And I heard your name, Nossew, and Metos. Good name.
Much obliged.
And yours? My name is Humphrey. Do you have surnames, any of you? I know yours.
Fims.
Fims. Oh, a new name. Good, good. Make something out of it. And you?
Helrim.
Helrim, another. And you? Regalius. Regalius! No.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Wow! Regalius and a grandmore in our house. Wine and weapons. A deadly combination for many.
Truly.
Well, if you already have him, our money is useless to you. Truly, I don't have any of my money. I am poor. Oh. Well, the name is still something.
Absolutely. What is this about money?
Well, we are your grandma investors. Your grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, still.
Yet still, yeah.
Of course.
You thought everyone was dead.
We're your godparents. Of course. And Burial.
What?
Oh. I see. I made a mistake. That was the wrong time to say that, and so casually as well. And Burial. Yes. We were said to be your godparents. For you in winter.
When? By who? By Varun? By
And your mother, Malin.
So this happened before.
Before you were born. We were there when you were born.
Way back.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And, hey, Duke.
I'm at a loss of words, I suppose. I thought...
I shouldn't have mentioned it, to be frank. That was my bad. It is a halfling nature of mine. I to speak and say words that I should not. It is gnomes that are the smart short ones. I drink and eat food. And apparently put my foot very far into my mouth. But yes,
It doesn't have far to go.
we are a family. Sort of.
I welcome any that I can get. My mother was more of the one that was for ceremony and grandeur. Give it to me straight. Family.
Yeah.
Just yesterday I thought I was alone. And then somewhere my father is my father's somewhere, and y'all are here. Just on the other side.
So yours godparents. What does that mean?
Well, me and Baria here can't have children of our own. Past that point. And since we were there, when Varun and Malin had their kids fairly close together, they were always worried that their line of work would get something done to them. They had been working for a decade before their children were born. And they had already made quite the reputation for themselves. Grenmores in general had been known, at least somewhat. Malin in her books, and Varun in his tenacity for strange inventions. It was the goggles that got him, I'm sure. Nobody likes to see the soul. I jest. We do not know what happened, but they were worried that something might happen, and so they came to us before you were born, and, well, we accepted, because if we thought we could be the cool grandparents or something, if at the very least. But everything was business, and for a while, and we were only there when you were 3, 4. Distant memories for you. And then, well, October 17th happened. And we thought we lost everyone.
So did I.
It was a bad day, that is for sure.
I burnt my hands in the fire.
I'm sure you did. And Baria. I wanted to tell you more ceremoniously. Grand gesture, maybe, though I saw you, and Haiduk said you are who you are, and well, it was only 5 minutes ago this happened.
Right when you almost shot me.
Yes. You must understand, no one comes out of there. That is a locked door. For most of the time, so to speak. We have not gone in there for years. It is a tunnel to sadness. So when you came out, all I could think about was a organization that has well, it is frightening. I'm sorry. And when I guess I didn't want to tell you so soon afterwards. But I would have made dinner or something.
Thank you for I feel overjoyed to have someone who I have so many questions to ask you.
And we will answer if we can. Your father was... yes, you're old enough. He was a bastard. He was. He did not tell us anything. He made us things, and we were good friends, and he talked to us and confided in us and all the personal bits. But he was very secretive. And your mother was a bit less tight-lipped. But they were a combined force. And if Farron didn't want to say anything, or if Malin didn't want to say anything, neither of them did. So many of their exploits, travels, things they spent my wife's money on, went unsaid, including the last.
It's better that way.
I have my questions. I like to tinker a little bit myself.
Well, then, this organization you wouldn't know much about?
Varun didn't tell us anything. He was not very talkative. He came through and said something about finding someone, but that was a long time ago, and we have not had any contact or anything.
It's probably for the best. I mean,
since then.
There are some very sinister people looking to hurt us. So the least you know, the better.
Yes. Well,
Godparents.
how was the tea?
Great.
Good. Do you mind if I ask?
Huh?
I don't want to be rude. You are red, and you have horns and a tail. I have not seen anything like you before. You look almost elven.
I took too hot of a bath one time, and
Truly? Was it an enchanted one? Where was it? Was it one of those anomalies that your mother was talking of?
Horn
I'm
and
fucking
tail
with you.
anomaly.
I have
Oh,
no idea why I'm red.
oh, that's
He also looked different.
more and less interesting. I would have looked at that bath, though. You are good at that. Chidings. Yes. I enjoy myself some chidings.
He looked completely different when I first met him.
Really?
Well, he was still red and had horns and a tail.
Oh, completely then.
Features.
Yeah, the elvish things.
You turned into an elf that is red and with the tail and horns.
Turned is interesting.
Intriguing.
Phrase it. See, I died a human, and then I came back in this.
Actually, I don't think I've ever asked you that.
You weren't there.
How did you come back?
It's too late, baby. It's too late, baby. There's only one way you can come back.
I don't know much of the details, but I just know who brought me back didn't.
And Baria, it is not important. Yes, it is not important. I do not. It is personal. Yes, it is a person.
It was the day you left.
Was it?
Oh yes. All right. Well, we can change the subject. Yes, of course.
We'll
Well,
have a conversation later.
yeah.
That's
Wait.
Oh, that's how I also. Okay.
All right. And why? What brings you to Omaris? I do not wish to take up all of your time, both of us. You came here for a reason. Were you just exploring the tunnel?
We need wood and a bunch of special cotton.
Oh,
We need resources. My father
building.
left, some schematics for some weapons that I'll need. in
Does
my-
it? You said lumber.
Lots of lumber.
Let me take a look at those schematics. Varun was shit at wood. Good. I'm not nearly as good as a tinkerer or engineer or any of that than Varun, but one thing I can do, and he whips out a little figurine of a bird. I can carve wood. That handle. I see it. Varun made that.
Well, I'll have to ask you some pointers as well.
Please do. Use. Yes, I would love that. I would. Yes, please. Oh, joy.
So we came looking for some resources and also, I don't know. Do you know of any places in which we can get some interesting magical?
Oh, no. Not Omaris.
No.
Fortunately, we were friends with your family, so anything magical, well, Malin and Varun made it. But there is very little interest in that here. So we have, there is a new shop in town. It's not items, it's food. I believe he's a refugee from the Southern Realms, a man from Dunborough. Big fellow. He makes cupcakes.
The cupcake guy left. He was so nice.
Traveled so far.
It's just nice to hear that fucking anybody from Dumbaro is still alive.
He is a very nice man, large. Extremely so. But he is kind. He makes baked goods. And they are some northern alchemical process he uses to make the goods magical. Quite expensive, they are. But,
Yeah, I remember they were pricey.
We should probably try some.
but,
What about cotton? There's this cotton from Voss.
wishest.
Yes.
And Maria. That is very expensive. That is.
How
I would not,
expensive are we talking?
It is rare. Very, very rare.
We have some gold to contribute. Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, up until 5 minutes ago, we did not know that there would be any benefactor.
Last I checked, it was 8 gold per square foot.
How many square feet do we need?
How many square feet does he need?
I'll find
You
out.
have,
Shoulda checked it,
you
bro.
have the Google Doc.
That I do, but I'm the DM. That is your notes. You can't find it. It is nowhere.
Hey, Duke has the schematic in his hand right now.
He does not.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
Siren handed it to
I'll
him.
find it and figure
He'll
it out.
just figure it out. You guys will figure it out in post.
Yeah, I left it. It's right on my countertop. Anyway, it's expensive, yes, but do you know where we can get it?
Yes, I know a place that you may be able to get it. It is yes, we are investors for them.
Oh, so we can
If
get
their ship is in town, it is a Leonish.
ship, they sell off the ship.
I am sorry. No, we do not invest in them anymore. They halted trade after whatever happened to Tilia happened. There are some places that may still have wishest cotton. But, we will help in any way we can. Whatever you are building.
It's very much appreciated.
It is the least we can do. 14 years.
14 years.
All I ask is that you all come back for dinner. I want one dinner.
Absolutely.
Oh, bark at a free meal.
Good. Do you bark?
No.
You're intriguing. I like you. You use guns.
Yeah, do tout the occasional fire.
I've been trying to research. Their origins are very hard to find. They are.
And I'll take off the one I found in.
Unsanctioned Bastion.
Did I find that in there as well?
That's what you found.
Well, I
The
pulled
gun.
one of the rifles.
Oh, the rifle.
out,
Okay, yeah.
Are they both Airlandish?
Yes, the Unsanctioned
Okay.
Bastion is like
Very old.
very old.
Okay. I'll pull out the it's a pepper box. You said, right?
Somewhat, yes. It's more like a blunderbuss.
Blender. That's right. Okay. I'll pull that one up and be like,
Okay. Oh! And Baria, where
this
did you
one's
find that?
It's Airlandish.
What? What is what? What is it? Aeroland?
Drow.
Oh! Where did you find that? Drow artifact? You probably have some people looking for you as well. Competition.
It's
So we stick together.
Apparently, end of the Second Age.
Oh, Second Age artifacts. You. Oh. Can I have a look at that at some point when you come back for dinner?
If y'all let me look at that one.
Oh.
I'd like
And-
to take a gander at that as well.
Borea.
It's a pretty beautiful inscription you have on there.
And you
Like it
look
was-
at closer,
You
you
can
see
no
one
to
of the
her tiny
gold
husband.
circles. The grandmother.
I should have known.
Yes, it was the last thing I had him make for me. I do not know magic, cannot sword fight. Gun. I am not the greatest aim, I know, but I missed you.
Thank goodness.
Yes, it would have hurt.
That bullet is huge.
It is very large. It was 5 inches.
Mm-hmm. I would like to know.
And it is infinite bullet. The bullet keeps going. So you saw it explode. I shoot it. It embeds. It penetrates up to a certain amount of objects. Sticks in the last one. It hits. Explodes. When I. And you see it's a bolt action rifle.
Let's go, baby.
When I reload, the bullet teleports into the chamber, and I.
That's pretty sexy. Just gonna say. Don't steal the gun.
I've had the ability to do that since like level 5.
It's
To make that?
Are you okay?
it's brilliant.
and he hops off the chair, puts his hand on your knee. It is. Let it out. Yes. Yes, indeed. This is a house of open emotions, even if it is for a gun. Yes. Ah,
You can shoot so fast.
Nossew likes guns.
I can tell.
Yeah.
He's got 3 on his person. 4. Yeah, 4.
2 pistols, 2 rifles?
2 rifles, a pistol, a bastion.
Yeah. And a sword. Wow.
He walks around and just goes.
I do.
Well loaded.
Yeah. You know what they call me a problem solver. What can I say?
Really?
Stop.
Is that true?
I've
And
never
Humphrey.
called him that in my life.
No.
No, that is absolutely false. I cannot let you just. You know what? Actually, go ahead. It's quite entertaining.
I usually call him Red.
They do usually call me Red. But
I can
but
already.
now
It's.
I'm-
Is it obvious?
now
Why?
I'm Red and I make maps.
Do you?
Yeah, we really have not talked after this.
I
fight.
guess we haven't had any conversation.
A red map maker, and they call you Red because you're red, correct? It's not some other
No,
reason.
because I get angry. No, yes, because
All right.
I'm so sorry.
And you
I
make
cannot-
maps. And you're a gun shooter. Excellent. Interesting group. And you. One sword?
These are my friends.
It is a lance.
I don't mind.
Oh, one lance. Excellent. You.
That is pretty much all I
Oh,
have. Yeah.
well, yeah.
I do not mind showing Barry some,
I might actually appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you did not show up earlier.
You're gonna hang on to that. You better well as fuck know how to shoot it.
Hopefully the magic helps.
It doesn't. Harun was a bastard. he could have enchanted something onto it to make it go to the target, but he didn't.
Oh, that's no fun.
That is
He
what
did
the
really like
explosion
guns.
is for. Is it not?
Yes, but if you are many feet away from the target, it matters not.
Ah.
But it can be used to. I don't know. I'm not very interested in the gun, but. Well, we should probably get going on dinner then. It is nearly 2 correct?
Sure. Yeah.
And you all get your things, and I can compose myself, and so can Maria. I know she wants to talk more eloquently. Unable to, because I spilled the beans, so to speak.
We'll handle it.
We will do, and forget we said it. Forget that we are godparents, and we will, do something and surprise you with it. Like a birthday.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Don't make me cry.
Oh, yes. All right.
So much.
But no, this is not the right hug. Not the right hug. Do that later. I appreciate it, but I'm being stern.
Do you guys want to see my cat?
We haven't seen him in so
Yes,
long.
I do. Let me show you your cat, and then
And then we'll leave.
And then we will prepare, and then you will forget. Come back, and we'll have a nice time in which we celebrate your new birthday. All right.
Pull my shield out.
All right.
Come on. And I'll shake him out.
And Maria grabs for the gun. And the middle cat across the wood.
This is Khalil.
Oh!
He's been a companion of mine
Picks it
for
up.
a long time.
How big is he?
It's pretty large.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy.
It's not like Mr. Grinch's size, but. Oh! Looks at the bits of wood. And then. Varun did not make this! Did you?
With a friend of mine.
Far better at wood already. Puts it down. It is a marvelous invention. Sharp claws.
Yes. And you can see the arcing focus at the center can also deal damage and
Oh,
heal people.
tactical.
Tactical cat.
Very nice.
I haven't been able to show anyone who would actually appreciate the workmanship.
Of course. Yes, I am, again, far less talented and far less skilled, but I can certainly admire just the same. And I admire I do. Oh, and Maria, it is wonderful. A companion, that is nice. It is just mechanical, or is it something else?
Mechanical.
Huh.
But mechanical and arcane.
That is best. I think if it was actually alive, then
No.
you would be dealing with powers that perhaps maybe not, yes?
Definitely out of my wheelhouse.
Put the eternal soul in the cat. You already made the body.
Flat.
But I did make this with a good friend of mine, and
Kink.
Kalink. It's just fucking fat fucking cat with the fucking eternal
Rotund
soul. Yeah.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry, you were
It's a
doing
Russian
something
cat
relevant.
noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow. Yeah. Suka meow. Unbelievable.
Anyway, you were saying something relevant?
this is probably not the right time, but you've seen my father's work. I selfishly kind of want to know how I match up.
With what? Just Khalil, then? Yes, the cat you want me to.
That's the thing I'm most proud of. Also, my hands, but
Oh. And
unwrap them. These were more for necessity, but
And do they hurt?
no, not anymore. Not anymore.
All right. No, we are not going to compare you to your father.
I'll just have to ask him then. Well,
Yes, shoo,
be
so
back for
we can
dinner.
get ready for your celebration of nothing that you know. Go.
Out the front.
Yes, out the front. Yes. And you will be fine. And come back 3 hours.
All right.
And Maria, 3.5 hours.
All right. Let's leave.
Okay.
Until then.
And that is where we are going to end it for the night.
Oh, yeah, that's a
That
good
was
time.
so nice.
Damn.
Thank you for joining us. It was a good episode. Good sesh. Everyone did well. We will see you next week, 6:30 p.m. PST. And if you're new here, you can go to the YouTube, check out the abridged episodes, check the previous full episodes. And we hope to see you then.
Love you, bye.
Bye.